School feeding programs are vital interventions that facilitate relief from economic and social pressures within vulnerable households and communities. The government of Kenya initiated school meal activities in the 1980s in collaboration with development partners, and since then, it has remained a core intervention to achievements in the education sector. The Kenyan Constitution also provides the mandate for school meals under Article 53B and C, which stipulates every child has a right to free and compulsory basic education, basic nutrition, shelter, and healthcare. According to the National School Meals and Nutrition Strategy of 2017 to 2022, school meals have multiple benefits, not only to the child, but to the community at large. Enrollment and attendance, as well as primary completion rates, have been found to be higher in schools with meals. In addition, schools with meals have allowed parents to leave their children in school the entire day, giving them time to engage in income-earning activities.
Kimasomo wako sawa. Kimasomo wameinulika, wako juu sana kwa masomo. Wanasoma mzuri sana. Kama sio chakula, mtoto hawezi soma kama hajakula. Mtoto kama amekula, atasikia yenye mwalimu anasema.
School feeding programs in Kenya are predominantly limited to arid and semi-arid areas. This has been an emergency measure taken to mitigate against severe droughts often experienced in these areas. Areas such as Kakamega are considered food secure and are often placed outside the scope of government and other stakeholder institutions. However, the government of Kenya does acknowledge that pockets of rural and urban areas experience high level of poverty, whereby provision of a meal is often a problem within households. Kakamega falls under such classification, being a rural area of low income with the majority of residents reported to live below the poverty line. Access to basic needs for these families is still a challenge. Mama Ibado Charity founders were born, raised, and educated in Kakamega County. During one of their visits to Kakamega Township Primary School, the primary school they went to, they were shocked at the condition of the school in terms of infrastructure, student population, and performance. It was clear that a change was due. At this juncture, discussions were held with the Board of Management in Kakamega Township Primary School and the Parents Teachers Association to strategize on mitigating the above challenges. The board and PTA unanimously agreed that a school feeding program should be introduced to mitigate the low population of students as well as elevate academic performance.
Karibu miaka 3-4 tulikuja hapa tukakaa na board ya shule, tukawauliza tunaweza kusaidiana namna gani. Wakatuambia watoto wanakuja hapa wana njaa, mara nyingi wakienda nyumbani lunch wanachelewa, wakirudi wamechelewa. Tukasema tunaweza kufanya jambo gani ya haraka. Wakasema tuwapatie chakula. Hiyo haikutoka kwangu, ilitoka kwenye board. Mimi nikaona kuwa afadhali tuanze hapo, alafu tuone tutaongezea namna gani. Ndio tukaamua tukaanza mambo ya chakula.
This food has helped us in a lot of ways. Without food, many of us can die of hunger. Majority of us come from poor families.
Mama Ibado Charity therefore launched the school feeding program in January 2019 under its education program with the aim of increasing student enrollment, retention, and improving cognitive functions, which ultimately leads to improved performance.
In our school, we have Mama Ibado Charity organization, which began in our school in 2019. And from that time, we have seen tremendous changes in the school. At inception, the population was around 450, but now we have more than 750 pupils in the school.
When we started this program, at first we thought it was just a dream, but we are now realizing it is a reality. And through this feeding program, we have seen tremendous changes in our school. This is a school, though it is in town, but the catchment, most of the children in this school comes from low-paid parents and even slums. The absenteeism in school has really gone down.
Three years later, the school feeding program at Kakamega Township Primary School has witnessed huge strides that include increase in student enrollment. The school has recorded a tremendous increase in enrollment from 484 students in January 2019 to 802 students by the end of June 2022. Reduced absenteeism in school, with class teachers reporting minimal absent students when taking daily attendance records. Improved cognitive functions that have led to improved academic performance. In the just concluded 2021 KCPE, the class mean score was at 309.9, a total victory for the school, given that just 2 years back in 2019, the mean score was at 271 marks out of 500. A reprieve for parents, as they are assured that their children can at least get one meal a day.
We have ensured the kitchen is clean, the food is clean, and they get enough. This food is quite enough for our pupils. So when it comes to nutrition, our pupils have no problem, and their concentration in class has improved, because when they are assured of lunch, then they have no problem.
Mwalimu akiingia darasani akianza kuandika, mtoto anatetemeka mkono kwa sababu hawezi andika, nje na muuma. Na sisi kwa shule tunashukuru.
We went to the school in Kakamega and we actually participated in the feeding program. We fed the students. I saw how much that food meant to the kids. As a teacher, an educator, I know how important food is for cognitive function. The kids need food. Their brain needs substance. They need food in order to maintain focus. And without that, it's hard for a child to learn. They're tired, they lose concentration. And I was so happy to see that Mama Ibado funds the feeding program for the entire school in Kakamega, and that these kids at least get one good meal every day.
The National School Meals and Nutrition Strategy of 2017 to 2022 recommends that the sustainability of school feeding programs must not rely on a single source, but a broader mobilization of all relevant stakeholders is necessary to reduce risks and scale up school meals interventions. Currently, Mama Ibado Charity fully funds the school feeding program. We have identified areas of improvement that could better a homegrown school meals program. To facilitate change, a collaborative effort is key. As a result, we are calling out on the national government, county government, individuals, like-minded organizations, parents, and the community at large to support us in ensuring the longevity of the school feeding program in schools such as Kakamega Township Primary School.